Hello there guys, Publicaon here, back on our video, and today I'm going to do what if Deku was reborn part... One second, which part? Part 32, hope you enjoy it. God damn, this what if is really long. So yesterday I did post a poll asking you guys which what if you guys want. And needless to say, most of you want what if Deku was reborn, so here we are. So a bit of recap. So last part we covered the aftermath of Deku fighting the King or Dragon King and him finally accepting himself and unlocking his full transformation. And I call it Dragon Dive. Black Clover reference if you guys want to know. Then for the shock of everyone, the king was actually Deku's dad or supposed dad. So Deku will call him dad or stepdad because it's a bit weird, huh? Yo Blue, you got outracked. Oh alright, sorry, let's continue. After that they spent a bit of time in Dragon Valley. During this time Deku learned a bunch of new techniques or magic spell in this what if. And just to name a few, he learned Black Hole, Boost Aura and Rewind. Yes, the same rewind the Dragon King used on All Might. But there is one problem with that spell. It takes a lot, and I mean a lot of magic power. So the king tells Deku to take caution using this technique, because he can easily burn himself out with it. So to just give a bit of numbers, Deku in his human form can rewind someone 3 days back. And because he is new to his dragon form, he doesn't know the time or how much he can rewind someone back. And one more thing about Deku's new form. Because dragon can live for a long time, Deku is still a child in their eyes. And sometimes they lose control over their powers when they got too much emotional. And the king advised Deku to keep his emotion in check and keep away from stressful things as much as he can. Deku thanked him for everything, then he goes see Sai and Jin one more time, he say his goodbyes, then he pick his friend and they go back to their world, after acknowledging the king as his father. And I think that is for summary, let's begin. So the first thing that everybody does when they come back is take a long warm shower. And everyone change a bit in the other world. Not only they grow a bit taller, they also almost master their quirks. With the help of Deku's knowledge about the other world and how the magic work, as sometimes their quirk is to resemble Deku's power, so he teach them everything that he knows, the same thing that he did to Kaminari. And I know some of you guys are a bit upset, because you guys think that everybody will be shocked to see them and see they change a lot, but for the sake of this plot, I keep them having the same look. And yes, everybody got more muscular in this anime time skip. So after the shower, everybody tried to get used to their old lives again, because they already get used to the other world life. Especially Aizawa and All Might, because they have a lot of catch up to do. Because in the other world they leave everything to Deku, their training, their safety, everything. But right now the vacation is over, so they have to go back to work. So everybody go back to old lives or try to. So the first day go by with no one suspecting anything. But the next day Deku remembered something. He asked permission from Aizawa and All Might to leave UA for a few hours. They asked him where he's going. Deku told them white ninja work. And by this point both of them know that Deku is above 20 years old and they treat him like an adult. So they give him the okay. Deku thanked them. He put on his white ninja clothes, he opened up a portal and he goes straight to the forest where the training camp was held. He stay hidden in his trees for a few minutes and see that everybody is there. Mandalay, Koda, Tiger, Pixie Bob and Ragdoll. And he see Ragdoll carrying a huge box. Deku decides that he's Q and start levitating the box. Everyone is shocked, then they hear a voice behind them. And it's Deku telling Ragdoll, I'm pretty sure the doctor did tell you to take it easy for a few days at least, right? They look at the voice and it's White Ninja. And they are shocked to see him here. They ask him how do you know about this place. He just tells them All Might. Everybody said, oh, okay. So why are you here? Tiger tell him. Deku tell him we should talk inside, it's a bit of sensitive matter. All 5 of them go inside and go inside the room, but Mandalay tell Koda to stay outside. But he's still a kid, so he just eavesdrop on them. Deku asks Pixie Bob if her quirk come back. She shook her head, tell him no. Deku tell her, well, do you want it back? Everybody look at Deku in disbelief for 1 second, then he tell him, can you? Deku not tell him, yes I can, but there is a time limit, I can rewind some 3 days. And this is the third day with you without a power, so this is your last chance. So you want your power back? Mandali accepts and she starts crying tears of joy. Deku put his hand on her and she starts glowing. After a second, she stopped glowing. Deku tells her to use her power. She does and it's actually working. She thanks Deku profusely. Deku just smiled and don't worry, then he felt dizzy and he immediately sat on the couch again. They ask him, is he okay? Deku not telling them, yeah, this power take a lot out of me. And they let Deku rest as much as he can. This is the least thing they can do. Deku thank them, then Tiger start looking at Deku and he keep looking. Deku see him and tell him, something on your mind, Tiger? Tiger tell him, yeah, I think I know who you really are. Everybody go up except Deku. We tell him, oh, and who I am? Tiger tell him, you're Izuku Midoriya from UA class 1A. Pixie Bob tell him, stop joking, that kid is just a kid, even though he's powerful. And right when she ended her sentence, Deku tell him, well, you're right, I am Izuku Midoriya. And he promptly powered into his base and removed his mask. Everybody is stunned and shocked, even Tiger. Tiger tell him, what? I just was taken out loud, you know? Deku tell him, it doesn't matter either way. During All Might's last fight against All for One, you earn my respect. By knowing even though you are not powerful, you try your best to help All Might. By taking the civilians away from the battlefield and letting All Might focus on his fight. So thank you. And can you please keep my identity a secret? I don't want anybody get hurt because of me. And when I mean anybody, I mean my mom. Everybody agreed. Then Tiger asked him, why did you decide to be this white ninja? Deku sighed and him, look, I did not decide to become white ninja. It just happened. One night I was heading back for my part-time job and I did encounter Stain back then. I decided to stop him and things just escalate from there. Heck, back then I didn't even care about being a hero. But after spending time with All Might, I decided to become one. Or try to, because to tell you the truth, back then I give up on heroes entirely. Because the people I encountered back then are just selfish and money-hungry bastards. But before we continue our talk, Deku let Koda come out of the door. He knew that he was there. Koda revealed himself and walked toward Deku. He looked at the ground. He think he's in trouble. Deku just patted him and tell him, long time no see, Koda. You been behaving good? Koda smiled at Deku, tell him, yes, I was. Deku smiled at him, tell him, good job, kid. Then Monday tell him, so why didn't you just stop this acting or just reveal yourself already? Deku tell her, I cannot stop because without All Might, things will start fall apart really soon. You will see what I mean. Because let's just face it, All Might was a symbol of peace, our pillar. And without a replacement, things will start falling apart really soon. So this is the second reason why I don't want to show my face. The first one was to save my mom or protect her. And the second reason is, everybody or most of them are looking up to White Ninja. Even though I am not a registered hero, people still look up at me, especially in my city. So if I reveal that I am a 17-year-old boy, they will definitely lose hope. So please keep my identity a secret. Everybody now have Deku thank them. Then Deku tell them, I did see when I come here, the force will still damage when I lose control, right? Tiger tell him, yeah, we still didn't have enough time to reinforce it again. Deku tell him, well, leave it to me. Deku grabbed a small bottle of healing water from his storage. He drank it, then he closed his eyes and told them, okay, everything is done. Tiger tell him, what do you mean? Deku tell him, take a look outside. They look outside and the forest was reinforced again. Tiger tell him, how can you do that? Deku tell him, ninja secrets. Tiger smiled at him, okay. Then Tiger asked him, about your last form, what was that? Deku tell him, well, that was my quirk. But don't worry, I already mastered it, so... Tiger tell him, you did? Deku tell him, yep, and he transformed to his dragon dive form. All 5 of them are stunned. Then Deku looked at Koda, tell him, what do you think? Koda tell him, it look real cool, but those are real wings? Deku smiled at him, sure they are, and started using them to fly. But I'm still not used to them. Then he go back to his base. Then he put his mask back, he transformed to his white ninja form and tell them, that's enough, I have to go back to UA. Tiger get up, he extend his hand to Deku and tell him, thank you for everything, white ninja. Deku tell him, please call me Dragono or Izuku Midoriya when we are alone. Tiger laugh a bit, tell him, okay Dragono, but how are you going back to UA? Heck, how even did you get here? Deku tell him, oh, that's easy, using my gate. Tiger tell him, your gate? Deku tell him, yeah, that's an aptitude come with my other quirk, my dragon one. It can let me open a portal to the places I've been before, making travel a lot easier. How do you think I was escaping media all this time? Tiger just laughed nervously and told him, you're something else, kid. Deku laughed at him, funny, you're the third person to tell me that. Well, I'm out, but before I go, can I come back sometimes because I like it here, it's peaceful. They tell him, suit yourself, you'll always be welcome here anytime. Deku smiled, told him thank you. Then he walked through his gate. When he returned, Aizawa tell him, did you finish your business? Deku not tell him, I did. Aizawa tell him, good, put on your hero costume and follow the rest. Deku tell him why. Aizawa tell him for training, then he stop. He tell him, oh, sorry I forgot. Deku tell him, nah, it's okay. It's okay to forget that I'm stronger than All Might. Aizawa looked at Deku, tell him, really kid? Deku tell him, sorry, I could not resist. But there is one problem. I don't have my costume. Remember, it got destroyed during the fight. Aizawa tell him, right, so what are you going to do? Deku tell him, maybe I'm going back to the other world. I'm going to build one. With my new speed, it only took me a few hours, so can you cover me? Aizawa tell him, can you not just make a clone of yourself and let it here? Deku tell him, oh, I can do that. He make a clone of himself, and Aizawa tell him, all this power, and you don't know that you can do that. Deku tell him, no, I knew that I can do that, but I forgot. Then Jarvis tell him that is not the only thing that he's forgot. Remember the cameras? Deku tell him to shut it. Then he open up a portal, tell him, see you in a few hours. Then he go through his gate. The first thing that he does, he go see Sai and Jin. They are happy to see him. Then Deku tell them that he need a new set of armor, and the last one got destroyed completely. Jin tell him, unfortunately, there is not a stronger meteor than dragon scales. Deku thank him, he opened a portal to Dragon Valley, he goes straight to his dad, and Deku was more than welcome. He was treated like royalty, and he was really uncomfortable because of it. He goes see his dad, he tell him about his problem. His dad tell him, your friend or master is right. There is no stronger material than dragon scales. And you are out of luck because there is not a strong enough dragon that his scales can handle your power. Then Jarvis tell him, yo partner, you know that you still have some of Drake's scales inside your storage. Deku tell him, oh you're right, thank you. But they are not strong enough to handle my power. Then he tell his dad, I still have some of Drake's scales inside my storage, but they will break if I use them. His father tell him there is a way. Deku tell him what? He tell him there is a way or a spell that lets you deconstruct something then rebuild it, just by touching it. I just call it remodel because I just use it to rebuild stuff. Deku tell him, oh, can you teach it to me? His father tell him, sure, then he passed down his knowledge to him. Then he tell him, you have to imagine it exactly how it's going to look. You need to imagine it to the finest details. Any less and it's going to be defective. Then he tell him, oh, thank you. Then his father tell him, but before they go, I have this. Deku tell him what? Then he look and inside his hand and he see his magic stones that were on his armor. His father tell him, I just found them after our fight and I completely forgot to give them back to you. Deku thank him, then he take out dragon scales from his storage and start using them. And he did need sometimes to get it right. So let's say after a month, he managed to build a stronger, more durable armor than the previous one by condensing the scales and making a new metal out of them. And he thinks this armor can do the job for now. And it looked exactly like the previous one, except there is a spot where his wings or armor covering his wings. But they will not cover the whole wing, and the armor will look like just this one on the screen. So after a month, he thinks his dad will go back to his world. Aizawa was shocked to see him at first. It's only been 2 hours. Deku explained what he did and his new spell. Aizawa tell him okay because at this point Aizawa is already done with Deku. He can literally do anything. So him building things by touching them is not a surprise. So some time pass and everybody continue their training and they realize that it's not as much intense as the other world. So they only have small gains from it. And you don't even need to speak about Deku. The poor bastard cannot even train. Him only throwing a punch can destroy the whole school. So when he spent his days with Koda in the forest, he tried to relax because his father told him to do so. But one night something odd happened. Deku see Momo outside on her own. He go check what's wrong. When he arrived, Momo tried to lie, tell him nothing is wrong. But Deku can see right through her. Deku tell her, I have been with you almost 2 years, so I know when you're lying, so tell me what's wrong. She hugged Deku and tell him that when he was unconscious, his dragon father tell her that Deku will live for a long time, and dragons can only fall in love once. And when their partner die, they will never love again, and they stay single for the rest of their lives. Deku tell her, so just worry about me, huh? Momo slightly nod. Deku give her a kiss on her forehead and tell her, you don't have to worry about me. If the time comes for you to pass away, I will just wait for you to be reincarnated. I will going to search all the worlds for you. And when I find you, I will going to fall in love with you again. Almost start crying like non-stop. Deku just hug her tightly. And they spend the rest of the night together. If you know what I mean. Then sometimes pass and it's time for their hero license exam. And they are not afraid, not one bit, because they have it worse in the other world. So a test is just nothing. So the beginning of the day was the same in the anime. Aizawa meet Joker, everybody meet Inasa. Inasa have his grudge against Todoroki, and Deku know this is opportunity for Todoroki to learn. He telepathically tell him he need to deal with Inasa's problem before the exam end. Todoroki begrudgingly agreed, and they went to do their exam. Then Aizawa 2.0 tell them about the rules of the first test, and because they are far ahead compared to the others, and they are used to teamwork not like the anime, they easily beat everyone, and they pass in the second phase. And I know some of you guys think that is just boring, but you have to consider how much powerful they are. They have a year of intense training, and if you remember in season 3, Aizawa told them that 7 days of hard training or intense training will be equal to a full semester of training. So make that week a year, and yeah, they are powerful in their own right. So let's go straight to the second phase. Everybody thinks this is just normal routine saving people, and mid through the exam, quote unquote villains attack them, so you have to decide between fighting and saving people. And the same happened, the group want to fight, go to fight, and the group want to defend, go to save people. So just from class 1A, you have Todoroki, Deku, Bakugo, Kaminari, Kirishima, Ojiro, and Shoji. And they are easily defeating all the villains. But sadly, Todoroki still have his confrontation with Inasa. Even though his flame is way more powerful than his original anime counterpart, Inasa's win was still able to just deflect his attack just a bit. And he still have his argument leading him open to Orc attack him and Inasa and rendering them powerless. And right when he did that, a bunch of lightning spear land in front of him. He looked at the direction where the spear come and he see Deku. Then Deku vanish from his sight and appear in front of him. And Orc immediately realized that this kid is the real deal and he need to take it seriously. So he poured a bit of water on him, making him transform. Then he tell Deku to come at him with everything he got. Deku tell him, well, no, you just did a fatal mistake. And he fired a bit of electricity toward him, just a bit. And it did a lot of damage, making him go on his knees. Then he tell Deku that was a powerful attack, kid. Deku tell him, trust me, I was holding back. The mistake you did that you pour water on you. And I have a little quirk. Sure, that make you powerful, but it did make your body even more sensitive to electricity. Orc was impressed by Deku's thinking. Then he tell him, you are something else, kid. Deku tell him, yeah, I get that a lot. Then he looked at Todoroki and Inasa, and he told them, I was going to lecture you about being a hero or something, but just from look on your eyes, I know that you learned your lesson. Then time is up. But when the result come out, there is only one change from the original anime. Bakugo passed. So yeah, Todoroki did not, because he still have his fight with Inasa, and that cost him a lot of points. And Bakugo wastes no time to rub it in his face. And that to shut him up, Deku punch him in the head, tell him stop it. Then Aizawa 2.0 tell them there is second chance for them. Deku tell him cheer up. Todoroki smile a bit, tell him yeah, thanks. Inasa apologized to him, if you can call it that. And everyone returned to the school with their license in tow. Well, except Todoroki. So the next day the big three barge in class 1A and Mirio challenged the class. And from the start he started dispatching the weaker ones. Even though they are way more powerful than the anime, they cannot beat something they cannot touch. After a few minutes, the only ones are still standing are Deku, Bakugo and Kirishima. And Kaminari, completely forgot about him. So Deku tell them not hold back anymore. Everybody smile, then they go in their ultimate forms. Bakugo 100% one for all. Kirishima red bright unbreakable. And Kaminari Zeus Clock evolution. Needless to say that was overkill. Kaminari's speed alone was more than enough for him. Each time he tried to attack him, he dodged it, and when it landed, he got shocked. And when he tried to attack Kirishima or Bakugo, his attack did not even phase them, because 100% one for all and unbreakable on. And Deku is a whole other story. He tried once to attack Deku, just once, and he gave up after that. Deku is way up his league. In the end, he gave up and turned out that everybody is strong, especially you four. And that made him question, maybe he can tell Sir Martin about one of them or all of them. But there's a story for another part, because I'm going to stop it right here. Hope you enjoyed. If you do, drop a like and tell me what you think of it in the comment section. And if you're not around here, go to subscribe and peace.